One time I was dating a model in Hollywood, the type, the Hollywood hopefuls that get here from, fresh off the boat from wherever they're from, and then they're so excited to start breaking into the industry and so on. Anyways, we date for a few months. I'm super supportive of that dream, and she ends up meeting, a producer and a couple of photographers and things, and as she starts getting entrenched in the life, she meets a really famous producer, a very famous one, a noteworthy one, and then they kind of start, having a thing, a fling or whatever. Needless to say, our relationship sort of fizzled out, let's put it that way. And she ends up sort of in an entanglement with this guy. And then 4 months later, I see her out at the club. I was like, hey, how's it going? What are you up to? Just, it's okay. We're cool. It's all good. And she's like, well, can I get a ride home? I've had a couple of drinks, whatever. It's like, sure, whatever. It's okay. Get in the car. We're driving home. And then she's like, hang on, I got to call somebody real quick. Do you mind if I get in my backseat? Now we're on the freeway. So she crawls into the back seat of my car and then gets on the phone to the same producer and pretends to this guy that she's in an Uber drive on the way home. And when she's coming back, and we've already discussed this, she's coming back home to my house. But really, she's just FaceTiming her daddy or whatever, that she's, in the Uber. So she crawls in the back seat, she's talking to him. Then we get back to my house. One thing kind of leads to the other. And then as I start to go downtown, as it were, I start noticing that she's got hella crazy cuts, scars here that she's been, doing. And I'm like, what? Because I had been there before. I know that this is a new thing. I said, yo, what's going on here? And she's like, well, this is just what he likes. He likes to see me bleed. I'm like, what? I couldn't believe it. And when she told me that, I felt very bad about not only the situation, but like about what was happening with her. Because this is a young person, She's like, to come into the world and be treated like that was really rough. And then I was like, look, I'm sorry, I can't do this. Okay, you can stay here tonight, it's okay, but I'm not, we're not gonna go further physically right now, right? So she gets very upset by that. She ends up leaving my house or whatever. Calls me a week later and says, hey, the guy that I'm seeing, the daddy, the producer I'm talking about, she was like, he didn't pay me. I was like, what, you're getting paid? She's like, yeah, he didn't pay me for what I was doing for him. He paid me to do this stuff to me, and he never paid me, but he has all these videotapes of me, and I'm trying to get him because he has a wife and 2 daughters, and I'm going to blackmail him to get my money. Will you help me? And I'm like, listen, I'm not going to get involved in any of this. This is a powerful person you're talking about, and you coming after him in the capacity that you're talking about, exposing him to his wife and children and all this stuff is a dangerous situation for you, and I don't want any part of it. I'm sorry. I care for you, but at a distance. I hope that you have a better life than this. I can help you in any other way, but I'm not going to help you come after this dude. She was very upset by that too, and then I don't hear from her again. Last time I heard from her, she's married to some other guy. I don't know. I'm not sure if he knows, but she's on my Instagram if you're interested. I won't point out who she is, but you guys can figure it out. Okay, that's my story.